Right, the 10th July 2024, the 10th has been mentioned a lot on it. So, the song, don't know it. All I can get is Something's Got a Hold on Me, so I'll have to dig for that one. So, something or someone maybe has got a hold on you. An addiction of some kind, maybe. We've got Aquarius, 8th house of Scorpio, and the moon. So, what's the astrology say for the 10th? Moon in Virgo, still. So nothing's changed there. So health, the abdomen, the intestines, going with your gut instinct. Can't remember what that one is. It looks like the yin yang sign. So we'll find it and have a look. I haven't had it for a while, I know that much. Might be Jerry, but I'm probably wrong. Some of them are automatically no, and others there's too much information whizzing around my head. So something's got a hold on me. So Kristen, if you're watching this, get back to bed and have some more rest, please. Prayers for Kristen because she's not very well. Today's card is the Wheel of Fortune, the Fate. The wheel turns and it keeps turning, so we go through cycles. Sometimes we're at the bottom of the wheel, sometimes we're at the top. When you're at the top, you've got to squirrel things away for when we go back down to the bottom. When you're at the bottom, always remember that this too shall pass. We'll end up back at the top again eventually, because the wheel keeps turning. This too shall pass. somehow managed to miss it, so let's have a look in this one. Hidden from view. It's very much like the Magician, that's why. And there's the Magician, so that's why I thought it might be in there. That's what you get for not paying attention. Cards seem to be sticking together just lately. I think it's because I've got that new deck and it's so keen. Just hoping I haven't mixed it up with one of the other decks. Not there. Not there. Well, we haven't. Let's see. So I'm not stopping the video. We'll just redeal the cards. This is a first, isn't it? Where is it? So you might have to fast forward this bit, but I'm not redealing the cards because everything happens for a reason. So where is it? We had it today, didn't we? It's not there. So where is it? Very strange. Very, very strange. Right, I'm going to pause you. Okay, so, very strange. So I found it. It was in the deck and we've been through it twice. But while I was looking through this deck, the Sagittarius card was in there, the number 14. So that could mean something. So it wasn't the fact that we'd lost it in here. It was that there was a card missing and that Spirit wanted us to find it. So without that one being missed, I don't know how. I think it's because the cards are sticking and I don't know why they're sticking. But everything happens for a reason. So we're going to deal again. I know that it's a pain in the ass and I'm really sorry, but I didn't want to restart the video because it's obviously part of the story. So let's do again. Spirit, please. We was missing the balance, the Sagittarius card, the number 14. So that could be important. Let's see if it comes out again in the read. So there we go. Something's got a hold of me, and the Sagittarius card is the addiction card. So that's maybe what it was trying to tell us. where is this 10? Keep an eye out for it. It was right there in the deck and I'd gone through it twice. You saw me go through it twice. There it is. The one that was missing was the Temperance card. Not even the one that we were looking for. So we wouldn't have been aware of that if Spirit hadn't made it impossible for me to see that one. Quite strange. Never had that happen before. I've had cards go missing before. This was the card that was missing, not the wheel. So here we go. So the wheel is changed, number 10. We can't ignore Downing Street. But the action that we didn't take yesterday, we're now taking. The gifts from Spirit. No longer feeling impotent, now knowing what action we're going to take. That is our wand, and we are going to use it. So that's Scorpio and Aries there in the sky. So taking action now. This is someone that is not in charge of their emotions. Somebody whose cup is empty, drained, depressed, depleted. It's the home and family life of Cancer. 21st of June to 21st of July. And Leo, 21st of July, 21st of August. The White Horse, Kent, children, travel. The sun is blocked. Somebody is keeping you in the dark, deliberately putting blocks in your way. Can you see the wall and the watchtowers there and the guards? So somebody is blocking your way, deliberately keeping you in the dark. So something has to change. That's today's card. It's neutral, but it does mean that a run of good luck. Things are changing for the better. I'll keep your dreams alive. You do have options, but because of this depression, you are not seeing them. Somebody's wearing a false mask. They're pretending to be well when they're not, happy when they're not, clever when they're not. This is also criminal activity. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. It's shifting us. It's the rose, the passion flower, and the honeysuckle. It is drug dealers for some. As within, so without. So if you think negatively, your outer environment will be negative. It's also mental illness, as well as siblings, children, etc. So 1 and 28 is negative. And now we have the Cancer again, 7 and 25, problems with the vehicle, problems with travel, problems with moving forward, not working as a team, pulling in different directions, but we cannot ignore the vehicle, the chariot. It is mechanical problems, speeding fines, parking tickets, actual collisions, emergency vehicles, ambulances, fire engines, police cars, and the people that drive them. So something has gone off track. You are not in control, and you have to take action to regain control, because people are blocking you and it is bringing you down mentally, and morale is low. 7 months of options. You have options. So the 19 is negative, 1 and 28, 7 and 25. Cancer, Gemini, Leo. So June, July, August. home and family life, heart and back, communications and children. Yeah, something's changed from yesterday. You have to take action because your wishes and dreams can't come true, these dreams, because you're dimming your light to fit in. You're not facing the chaos. You've lost hope for some reason. In the space of a day, how's that happened? Aquarius energy, 20th of January, 20th of February. Because you have enemies. Your enemies could be yourself, your emotions. It's Gemini energy again. Harsh communications, bad news. It's not over till the fat lady sings. There is global issues, the internet, the World Wide Web. Something cannot be conceived because there is delays in travel or blockages to travel, like we said. So there's an issue here with travel, definitely, for some. There is, your creation cannot take place because of these delays. 21. It could be the loss of an inheritance, a large sum of money. Your security has come to an end. After 10 years, there is no more stability, emotional or financial. Doctors, Libra energy, sitting on the fence. You need to get very, very clear in your mind. And it was yesterday, so I don't know what's gone on. There could be, like I said, health issues that have caused this, but there's confused mind, perhaps mental illness, a need to visit a doctor for good advice, because you will get good advice. But this is the male doctor, priest or lawyer, somebody that will give you good, sound advice, a professional. There is no communication coming forwards. There is the check's not in the mail. Child maintenance may not be paid. Issues with younger people in uniform. Bad news, like I said, arriving maybe. Those are the darker complexion. Young or immature energy. Not good. Not good at all. And finances at a standstill. Career at a standstill. Yeah. Childhood trauma, child abuse, or issues from the past. Something or someone from the past. Grandmothers are mentioned. Bedtime stories, 6 months, issues there. This is about the home and family life. No doubt about it. There could be a house move. Could be a loss of home. There could be repairs need doing in the home. A celebration taking place or coming up. So 21 is added to that now. It's negative energy. And 17, negative energy. Yeah, because you're allowing these people to hold you to ransom again. You don't negotiate with terrorists that he's got the knife to the throat of the child. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't use that sword. So you've got to make a decision. But right now, you're confused, not sure of all the facts, trying to protect others, including the children probably, or trying to do what's right. And there is no right or wrong decision. You've just got to do it. Because you can't stay in this limbo. It's revisiting something from the past, it looks like, because that's the Mercury retrograde card. Yeah, a heartache, a sorrow, a loss, a separation, issues with the heart, perhaps minor surgery, a third party, something coming between you and what you want, somebody blocking your path. Yeah, and you're overthinking it because your inner child has been taught to think and act a certain way, you are trapped in your own mind. The fear of the unknown, possibly, but that's your ego. It's not your big-headedness. That's your inner child having a tantrum because things haven't gone the way you thought. Blame, shame may be going round your head, and that's what's causing the problems. You're trapped in analysis paralysis, overthinking things. Something is waiting to be conceived in the next 9 months, and it will bring you a lot of happiness. Whatever this issue is from the past will be healed. Or if it's to do with children. But there is a definite loss of home, a house move, or problems within a home and family unit. Perhaps a celebration called off. Maybe because somebody found out they're pregnant. Maybe you can't go on holiday because you can't travel because of this pregnancy. But again, we've got the Libra energy. You've got to come off that fence. You can't sit on the fence. It seems an injustice is taking place. So it could be impotence, colon, prostate issues that you need operating on. It's partnerships that are going south, and health issues, like I said, because there's a hospital doors there, grandfathers. So grandma maybe and grandpa are talking in spirit. Grandpa, I don't know why I said that. Grandma, grandpa. Virgo energy, 9 or 27, negative energy, something wrong there. Not listening to your gut instinct, not listening to spirit, going off track, not following your true path. So, let's see. Where's my room book? Oh, it's all happening today, isn't it? What the hell's happened to that? Oh, there it is. It is Jera. Okay, so rosemary. Now, rosemary brings on seizures if you have too much of it, so be careful how you use rosemary. All herbs if used too much, can cause problems. So Jera is joy to men when the gods make the earth to bring forth shining fruits for rich and poor alike. So the letters J and Y. This rune is called Jer by the Anglo-Saxons of Northumbrian England and R by both the Norwegians and Icelandics. Jera is connected to the yearly cycle of nature, particularly to the harvest and the celebration that goes with it. So, harvest festival time, maybe. It symbolises the strength of the venerable oak, which is Taurus, and the humble herb rosemary, or the name rosemary. It is the rune of joy, of plenty, of rich blessings. And there's your joy of plenty and rich blessings. Jera associated with a celebration connected with the Yuletide or Christmas, so December. And it expresses Yule especially is the 20th to the 23rd of December. It's a sense that Jera is symbolically assigned to the winter solstice, which is the 21st, which we've got there, which is negative there. So the delays, maybe we have to wait till December. In this sense, Jera is symbolically assigned to the winter solstice when the sun is at its weakest, yet begins to gain strength once more. Jera is the 12th rune, therefore the halfway point for the Elder Folkark. The year also has 12 months, and in ancient times the day was in addition held to consist of 12 hours. So the number 12 is massively important. Noon and midnight also. Jera relates to the tragic tale of Balder and Holder, two of the sons of Odin, so the All-Father. So we've got grandma, grandpa, father, Balder, who was known as the Beautiful and shone like the sun. Poor Hodor, on the other hand, was blind and so quiet that he was often ignored. So disability of sight. Balder was so beloved of both gods and humans that his mother spent a long time extracting the promise from every living thing that they would not harm him. However, she ignored the mistletoe because it was so puny. So ignore the small details at your peril. That she could not imagine it could possibly hurt her beloved son. And that's where you go wrong. You cannot imagine it. Unfortunately, Frigga had not considered the malice of the deceitful god Loki. There's the deceit and the lies. Loki incited the other gods to throw weapons at Balder, all of which bounced off him. So far they've got away with it. And he suggested with other objects, such as pots and pans, no harm came to Balder. Only blind Hodor held back, because he could not see his brother. But wily Loki persuaded him to join in the game, and not only offered to guide his hand, but to provide him with unlikely weapon. So, instigating violence. A dart made from the puny mistletoe. So you may be blaming the wrong person because it wasn't their intention, but somebody is behind it. This small dart alone hit its mark, and Balder fell down dead, slain by his brother. So problems between brothers. But all was not lost, for Balder eventually conquered death and was later resurrected, just like the sun on Midwinter's Day. So perhaps, like I said, because of the rosemary seizures, so I'm hoping my son will be all right. But yeah, we know it's definitely relevant for one. Jera is connected with endings and new beginnings. Its presence in a reading predicts a time when your present trials will end and you can make a fresh, optimistic start. The rune associates with the harvest also associates Jera with the concept of reaping the rewards of your past efforts. Its appearance signifies a completion of some project, which will be celebrated with joy and relief. Jera shows that your optimism will not be misplaced, but the minute there is no optimism, you're too down, you're not thinking clearly. Personal success is very likely. A new home or the signing of a contract is also suggested by the events. It may be that you will have to employ the services of a professional person. Yes, you will. Such as a lawyer or accountant, to put the final seal on some kind of advantageous agreement. Jera's connection with the number 12 may suggest that a period of 12 months to a year is indicated. This doesn't mean that you might have to wait a year for the good times to come, just that the abundant good luck of the rune may last considerable period, such as 12 months. After all, it takes time and effort to reach a successful conclusion. Like the preceding rune, it has no inverted meaning. So that's good. So we know that that run of good luck will last, when it comes, a considerable period. So it will be worth it in the end. Wherever he's gone. Where's my 10? There he is. So positive, stay positive in mind. As within, so without. You're casting spells, and at the minute you're making negativity happen. So wishes and dreams can come true because we've got Aquarius in the dice and in the cards, but you are dimming your light, and that's not going to get you anywhere. So 8th house means Yes, there has to be endings, unfortunately. That comes to us all, but it's a cycle. The Ouroboros, look, the snake that eats itself. So there's born in the year of the snake. It's the reproductive organs. Funeral parlours, cemeteries, labour wards, ancestral property. The colour black. Interaction, shared resources, birth, death, rebirth. We've talked about rebirth twice. Regeneration, sexual union, integration, self-sacrifice, expanded awareness, inheritances, other people's money, and metaphysics, so spiritual occurrences. So Aquarius moon, emotionally unpredictable, that's what that is. The emotional unpredictable. Emotions getting the better of you. Self-reliant, diligent, dependable, dutiful, or authoritarian and insecure. The moon in Capricorn needs control, environment and family. And that's the negative side of Capricorn. Sorry, the moon in Aquarius prefers friendship to intimacy, so detachment. So emotionally unpredictable, independent, unconventional, isolated and uncommitted. So you need to change that because you're being too detached from others. You need friends around you right now. So went a bit wrong there, didn't we? So it could be because of the health issues. You're not around the people that you want to be around. You feel like there's nothing to celebrate, but we can't keep thinking negatively because it's making negative events happen. So, oh, there it is, 11th house of friends. What did I say? So we've got the 11 and 12. 11 house Aquarius, or Aquarius in the dice, Aquarius in the cards. We need to change this around. 35 is another number that could be important, but 17 is massively important. We've got Aquarius 3 times. So, don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. Anonymous, so unknown. And that's what that is. When we turn it around and you listen to spirit, it's lead me, guide me, walk beside me. You're never alone, you just think you are. The 3 graces of hope, faith and charity. So we said June, July, August, didn't we? The bonds of friendship. Rely upon support from friends and other associations. Do not attempt to go it alone. You're going to need help. The 11th house is all about associations, how we reconnect to others. It is the house of group alliances, ideals and aspirations in public and social arenas. It's crowds. The 11th house is commonly referred to as the house of friends, but it is so much more than that. It's about community. It has everything to do with the collective that comes from groups, people who identify and align with each other and make social change. By combining our energies with others, we can make our world, but more importantly, the domain of others, a better place. The 11th house has much to do with our destiny, what we decide to give before we leave this earth, our sole purpose. The 11th house deals with a greater good and living up to an ideal. The 11th house card says that we are not in this world alone, and that it's time to aim higher and go among the broader society to work with others or share energies. It is not a good time to work on your own. The support of allies and other groups will be necessary. The 11th house points to how we are distinct. It is a reminder that we are unique among our group of friends. When this card turns up in a reading, the focus is on friends and what groups you belong to, who you associate with. To achieve your objectives, pooling your resources with those of others may be necessary. There will be changes in your friendships and associations, or possibly you may be able to achieve an important goal or desire based upon who you know. It represents a collective creativity. A friend may have the very information you need to further advance your cause and goal, or it could be through a friendship or a lover or a spouse that will allow you to attain your dream. This means you are to hook up with the right people at the correct time. Now it is all about the people you know and what organisations you associate with. Even though it's a fortuitous time to join a class, a club, society or group, it is also important to stand out. Others will support your individuality. Sometimes this indicates a sudden appearance or disappearance of old friends, what did I say? Or old enemies even. The 11th house is also the house of stepchildren or children who belong to your lover. Issues involving such children may arise. Look to the surrounding cards for that issue, so childhood trauma maybe. The appearance of the 11th house means the collective, those who support you as a friend, but can sometimes indicate open enemies and rivals. There we are. It could be spirited competition between you and another, bringing out the best in both of you, but in the end, what works out is what works out best for all. So it's not a good time to serve your needs only. It's time to be a comrade and give consideration to friends. This is about a reunion or a celebration. The maiden, the daughter, the maiden, the mother of the crown. There she is, the maiden. Number 4, innocence and past love. So, looks like someone from the past returning, and that's so cliche. Everybody always wants to know about that when you do the lives. That's all they ever want to know about. So, but there's been deceit here. There's been a lot of lies and masks worn, and yeah. Let's have a look then. So, the Trinity knot in the circle is a symbol that represents the maiden, the mother, and the crown. There's the Trinity knot there. Can you see it? So, the past, present, and future, the 3 life cycles. So this is the same as this, the 3 of Cups. The maiden is a symbol of innocence and past. She is young, and yet to learn the hardships of the world, and thus sees the world through a set of innocent eyes. The world is her oyster, and she is in search of love. She may be a bit naive, but is this reality a bad thing when all you see is beauty around you? The maiden reminds us of a time where we also saw life as fun, inspiring, and full of wonder. You've lost this part of yourself, but it's never really gone, just somewhat forgotten when we navigate through the hardship of life. So now is the time to be reborn. We can still be one with that part of ourselves if we allow ourselves to see the beauty in the small things. Something as simple as smelling a beautiful flower or sitting in nature and watching the wildlife dance and play around us. It may be a time to remember the things that used to bring you joy and a sense of peace. We may not have time to do all the things, but we can integrate small amounts of it into our life, which will give us great benefit. Where have you lost your innocence, and where can you gain it back? The more we bring back the small joys into our lives, the younger and lighter we will feel. no longer weighed down by the multitude of tasks and stresses that we have placed upon ourselves. That's it. Set your inner child free. Where is it? There. You don't have to suffer like this. You're thinking about it, overthinking it. It's a lot simpler than you think. The horse, the mare, the mother and the child, number 32. So we've got the horses mentioned at the chariot and the sun card. So mother and child, maybe a mother and child reunion. That would be nice. 32. The mare. The gentle mare nurtures her foal, protecting it as it learns to stand on its own and explore the world. The mare symbolises unconditional love and the tenderness of the great goddess for all her children. There is nothing stronger or more enduring than a mother's love. So give yourself without reservation to those you love and receive their love in return. Such freely given love is nourishing and sustaining to all your endeavours. It is safe to open your heart. Nurturing, nourishment, protection. Give your whole heart to tender love. What part of you aches to be loved? So, all about love it seems. And again we've got it in the reverse. What is this? The poppy. Remembrance. November the 11th, May the 31st. So November was the Sagittarius as well, wasn't it? Late November. Memorial Day. The name poppy. Got a lot of symbols there. The moon, Venus, Mars. I don't know if that's fire, earth or water. Water, I believe, and it's the cup. So, emotions running on high. Poppy, number 20. So, judgment. 20. Number 20. Door numbers, birthdays. You know the drill. Wherever you see that number. The Latin name, Papaver somniferum. The moon, Venus and Mars. There we go. And the element of water. So look for them in your chart. Venus, we know, is love. The opium poppy, so drugs. There we go. Something's got a hold of me. So is it a choice between your addictions and your love? It's a long history rich with magic, medicine and politics. Being the source of the powerful class of drugs known as opiates. So don't be surprised if we don't hear some stories coming out about politicians and their drug habits. The root of morphine, opium and heroin. Poppy has been linked to Neolithic humans and the lands of Sumer and ancient Greece. Used as both medicine and in the mystery traditions with a wide range of different species and varieties of poppy. Being such a widely cultivated flower, not all species contain opiates, but all have magical and medicinal virtues. Carvings of many Greek goddesses are depicted holding poppy flowers. The mother goddess Demeter, so now we've got the mother, the maiden and the mother, Demeter. So Persephone and Demeter, which would be the 2nd and 3rd, 29th and 30th. transformed a young woman she loved, Meccan, into a poppy flower. Hypnos and later Morpheus, the gods of sleep and dreams, are associated with the plant. Rituals of the mysteries of life, fertility and death, the resurrection, that's 3 times we've said that resurrection, are within the realms of this plant magic. Today, they are associated with remembrance, rituals with the wartime dead, although with sleep and death, the prolific seeds are associated with financial gain and abundance. Poppy has been used in love potion formulas to attract, enchant and bewitch, but true love will break an enchantment spell. Like other plants with small prolific seeds, poppies can be associated with invisibility and confusion, being particularly helpful in throwing off law enforcement and seeking to capture or persecute you. The seeds do not contain the opiate latex but are still quite magical. Though viewed often with suspicion in modern minds due to the heroin drug crisis, poppy has been traditionally considered as a great friend and ally to humanity. The essential nature of the poppy is in soothing and treating deep exhaustion and illness. Poppy helps us truly rest and regenerate, listen to our dreams, and let go of our sense of agenda. So you get more done by doing less. Poppy has been considered traditionally a great friend and ally to humanity. Well, that's what we need. Listen to your dreams, let go of a sense of agenda, accomplishment and competition. One might argue that drug abuse takes that to an extreme, but when called upon in a healthy relationship, the poppy spirit brings balance between our sense of doing, with structure and responsibility, and simply being without rigid structures, allowing new creativity to develop. So here Poppy appears as a dream phantasm to the sleeping poet artist, reclining in slumber, surrounded by the stars outside and within. We've got the star there. The twin guardian stag skulls, so we've got the twins there, Gemini, illuminated by candlelight, urges to seek the truth between the horns among the stars. Poppy tells you to pay attention to your dreams, find your creative voice in those dreams, and let go of assumptions about yourself and what you can and cannot do. Find your creative sense of self, enter into the mystery of your own being, and return with your own treasures. But Poppy is reversed and we can't ignore it. So it warns to rest and regenerate. We are nearing exhaustion, if not already there, and we need time out from expectations to simply be. Let go for a time and renew your sense of joy. Rest, regenerate is essential to your health. And I know one young lady that should be listening to that, especially since it's coming from Jerry. So, thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye.